Start by saying the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for this another day of life. Thank you for the many blessings that you give us. Our Father, we ask that you would be in our midst this morning as we work and plan to run our county. We're thankful that we have the freedom that we have. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. First of all, I'm glad that everybody's got a smile on their face this morning. I know it's tough getting up before daylight. These five gentlemen we have up here are masters, and they're here to service. We got the clerk with us; he's here to service. We got the treasurer; she's here to service. And we hope that we all can, somehow, some way, make Morgan County a better place for us to live and work and raise our families. And I'm the judge, I reckon. Go ahead.
Denver Potter. Here. John Brown. Here. Stanley Rigsby. Here. Brandon Evans. Here. Anthony Likens. Here. Stanley Burns.
I'd say we've got a quorum, haven't we?
Sir.
So we can continue. Okay, with the first thing on our agenda is the bids for the river blockage removal. And you have them in hand?
They have them. I just let them hold on
Hold on to them?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got one for bid Keaton excavation. And that total is $7,500 for Keaton excavation. $7,500 on Keaton excavation.
Can you repeat that again?
$6,500. No,
70.
Excuse me.
7,500.
I'm still asleep again.
Say it again, coming down all of them. Cutting our price on it, say it again.
Already.
S&M contracting. Their bid was $14,300. $14,300. Is that Cody Ridge Enterprises? That's okay. That bid is $8,500. $8,500.
What was the name of that company?
Cody
Ridge Enterprise.
We really need to award it today because they have to start work on January 4th.
Yeah.
And I think everybody is certified, got your certification to do this type of work.
Pardon?
I was just talking about your certification. deadline on how the money is actually distributed for this grant. So that's why we had to go ahead and open bids today.
I'll make a motion, give it to the lowest bidder.
Second.
Motion's been made and second. All in favor? All right, it'll be awarded then to that Keaton Enterprises
Keep next to
or
me.
Excavate.
I'm not sure it's 30 or 45.
The way I get it, we're in the position to award 3 of those bridges that were bid. Is that correct?
That's correct.
First one being Jones Creek Road at $37,831.30.
Repeat that amount again.
$37,831.30. Blackwater Road was at $38,998.06. And Dillard Keaton Road, $40,375.74.
What was that last one again?
Dillard Keaton Road,
What was the
and the amount was $40,375.74.
What was the name of the second one that you read off?
Blackwater Road,
Okay.
What was the amount on the Jones Creek thing?
$37,831.30. $37,831.30.
What's this?
That's the breakdown of the bids that came in. And we had to check King Creek. We had to verify their certification.
Right.
And,
These amounts though don't match what's here.
what do you mean?
Well, Jones Creek came in at 37,831.30, and the amount here shows 45,000. Oh, S&M.
That's
Gotcha.
S&M got
Three
lumped in,
different,
yeah.
Gotcha.
We couldn't
Okay.
accept King Creek because they weren't certified.
Okay, so S&M got Jones Creek,
Jones
And
Creek,
Blackwater?
Blackwater, and Dillard
so we
Keaton.
got all 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
How much is that?
We had 200,000.
So what, 83?
Plus, we gotta pay 20% of that, or it'd really be 240,000.
They'll give us,
The rest
they'll
of
give
that
us
money,
160, that's what they'll give us.
the rest of that money gonna be safe if we don't spend it?
What they'll give us is 160 up to it. We're responsible for 20% on each year.
Yeah.
So we actually got, 200 to spend. But they'll pay 160 of the 200.
They'll pay 200.
They pay 80, 20
I
match.
say,
You know what I'm saying? That's 200,000. That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
our portion's 160 that they will pay
They
us
will pay
back.
100, they'll reimburse us 160. If we do $200,000 worth of work. So, I mean, we have to do the 200,000
yeah.
to get that.
Do I hear a
60.
motion that we accept the bids from the S&M contractor for these 3 jobs? Anthony made the motion, here a second. Stanley second, all in favor?
Aye.
S&M is contractor then on those 3 jobs.
gonna spend the rest of that money, or?
I would.
No, we'll lose it.
Yeah, if we don't spend the rest of it, we'll lose
Have
it.
we got a deadline to use it
Yes,
up in
we've got to do it before January 1st.
before January 1st?
Before Friday.
Yes. We gotta make a decision.
Well, pick out the next,
That leaves roughly 83,000.
yeah. Have we got one project that that would be used on, or?
I know on Wilson Prater Road, there's one bridge there, if we don't take care of it, we'll end up having to close that road.
Well, which one is the ones that's the most,
I'll say there's two of them on there.
there's 58 and 52. Do you know which is which?
No.
I don't either.
I know.
So was King
Well-
Creek not $75? So Frederick May's the only other.
Yeah.
What would be the best idea to award this to the next need that's needed the worst?
At least one that's left, which one of these bridges is in the worst shape?
Good idea. I mean, it needs to be found out and apply to it.
How much money we got left?
Roughly 83,000.
I know the one bridge up the Wilson Prater Road. There's two, but the first one is the worst of the two, I don't know.
Didn't be in here today, is he?
No, I don't even make $1.
I'm sure he's gonna have this.
So with the amount that's left, you can just do one. There'll be money left, but it won't be enough to do another one.
That's right.
How much money's left?
Roughly 83.
About 83.
So 20,
Leave these two
We
together.
could do the War Creek Road and Blackwater Road for 82,000.
let me see how much.
Which one?
War Creek and Blackwater Road for 82.
Blackwater, S&M's got it.
Oh, they done got it, okay.
Okay. If you take both of Wilson Prater Roads, that's 110,000, 20% of that's 22,000. So you'd still have,
They'll only reimburse up to.
They'll only do
They'll
160.
reimburse us 160.
If we spend 200, they'll reimburse 160.
If you spend over that, you just spend it.
Out of the road fund.
Yeah. Even if you wouldn't. The one Wilson Prater and War Creek would barely be over that, be about 5,000 over, 4,000 over. Be 87.5.
Whatever we don't get, we can turn right around and rebid these next year, can't we, the whatever we get?
Yeah, and we can do that pretty quick.
Yeah.
I want to say that 58,000 is probably the big bridge. So the first one going up that road.
Is that the one that's so bad?
There's only, $6,000 between them, so probably
82,795. That's what you got left. 82,795.
Or do I hear a suggestion from you fellas where we want to apply it? What's left?
Wherever we do, let's spend it all.
Yeah, a bit of it.
Did we get that?
Anthony's made a motion.
What'd you say?
The Wilson Prater Road Bridge. So we
Okay.
won't have to close
The first one?
Yes.
58, 158 on the, well. Okay, do I hear a motion that we accept that?
I'll make that motion.
All right, second?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor?
Abstain if that's going to Frederick May. Abstain.
Floyd?
Mm-hmm. But if you do the first one, that still leaves 24,795. Anything under close to that?
War Creek,
War Creek's the next closest
be
one.
$11,000 difference. Wonder if the road fund could cover that.
Could it?
Yeah.
Your motion, that's fair? Have we applied to the War Creek job?
$10,705 difference.
I'll make that motion.
Anthony's made the motion, I hear a second.
Second.
Brandon second, all in favor?
I abstained again.
All right.
Terry Burns.
I can't help it. So the first Wilson Fraser and War Creek.
Yep,
Yeah.
2 separate motions.
And I abstained for both.
Any more discussion about that matter?
When can we rebid these other ones?
Probably shortly after the first of the year. Yeah.
Well, you have to double check with the new
Yeah, well.
government
exactly.
coming in and make sure they're still gonna do the 80-20 bridge match.
Yeah. Hopefully they will.
Need the approval of the process on the health forms. Tammy, you got some information for us?
Yes, this came from Keiko. This actually, this company is not Keiko's company, our insurance place, but is the one that they recommend. And basically what it is like we do W-2s every year, end of the year, for every employee to show their gross wages for tax purposes. Now, with the insurance and Obamacare and things the way it is, we have to provide a 1094C, which is just a form that you take with your W-2 to your tax preparer, and it says, I had health insurance with this company for 12 months, or for 6 months, or whatever. The problem can be if we start out with someone, it's like playing a basketball game. These new forms, you have to record every move that's made. Prime example would be David, our janitor. You know, if he worked somewhere else, if he worked here 9 months, and then when they laid him off, then if he went somewhere else and worked and got health insurance for 2 to 3 months, and then he's back at the end of at December, then all of that has to be recorded on my report. So I'd have to find out where he worked and who he had insurance with. With this company, they take each individual person and they find out everything they need to know covering the whole month. Not to mention, the IRS has got it in such a way that there's, I want to say like 28 different codes that you have to rattle off and match to people. So Keiko has recommended this capstone, and they do it $18 a person, which with us it comes to be $1,079. And they take care of, because with every 1094C, you gotta have, just like with every W-2, we gotta have or a 1099, you gotta have a 1098 with a 1099. So they will do that one also, because there's a 1094C and a 1095C, which lumps all of the 94s together. So it's $250 for the 1095C, and then $18 per employee for each of us, and there is 49 employees. So, like I said, it comes to $1,079.
State suggesting that we accept this, that we go along with this
Yes, the
program.
state is, because this is the first year. This is the first year of these requirements, and they will be required, you know, every year hereafter. But once the first year gets through and we see what all the codes and everything is, we may be able to do it ourselves. But for the first year, to see how things go, the state is requesting that you get a professional to do it.
Do we have a choice in who to go to besides them? if we go
Not
to
really,
somebody else?
no. It's, because with it being a new thing, there's not that many out there. Matter of fact, this is the only one they recommended. They said either go with them or do it yourself.
What does all this total
$1,079
for everything?
for everything, the 1095C and the 1094s.
Now, they supply you a form that you take with your tax return?
They supply me with a form that I pass out to everybody, their own personal
Yeah.
one. Because, I mean, like I said, it's like playing basketball. If Randy has 2 free throws and 6 shots, then that's what's gonna be on his. Exactly, it's personalized. So they're gonna provide that, and then they'll provide me with a copy to send they'll send it all back to us so we can look over it and verify it. And then we send it on to the state.
Has this been in effect very long, this capstone? Is this brand new to?
Capstone is actually our administrator of our
Yes.
health insurance.
Yes. So they've been
Have been for
they've been
some
looking
time.
at this since it first came out, which has been now 2 years. Yeah, because the first year we didn't have to have anything like that with the Obamacare. So now they've been working on it for 2 years, which, that's about as old as they can get because it just started.
Does anybody have any more up-to-date information about this outfit for us to accept? I don't. Well, do I hear a motion then that we accept or approve this process?
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
So we'll go with that. When do we have to notify them, Tammy? 31st?
Today, yeah, today. Yeah.
Item number 4. Somebody got some information about that?
Miss Tammy?
That's it's a new ordinance we've got to send into the state because we got some extra money for the emergency service, for the ambulance service.
It's coal severance. It's the coal severance grant they requested,
Right.
and this is what they,
Budget number 8.
So we're just
Yes,
passed through
yes,
agency
amendment number
again?
8.
again, yes.
We're pretty good at that.
What's it?
Yeah, but we don't get keep none of it.
8,080.
Oh, no, the amount is $3,259.29. Someone needs to make a motion.
Is this just the first reading, or?
Yeah, this is the first reading on this. We just found out about this. This is new motion. You need a motion made, don't you?
Yeah,
That's what they started.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Anthony made it, John seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
And I'll shut it.
Okay, you got some bills you want to present to us, Tammy?
I've got,
Connie?
you should have copies, 4 of them in front of you. First, and this is due by the first of the year. This covers a special bond for sheriff for repayment of advancements. It's the first one. The second one is for Air Medcare to add 2 more employees. The other 2 is to the Morgan County Fiscal Court, the road fund and the general fund. That's litter abatement money.
It's just transferring
Yeah,
money
transfer.
to cover work that's been done throughout the year.
I'll make that motion to pay them.
Okay, Dennis made the motion, here second? Second. Stanley second, all in favor?
Aye.
Goes right sign. Okay, I think we've got some expenses to cover, some money that somebody's got. You guys gonna take care of that, or those checks? Okay. As we go, or after the meeting? As we go, or after the meeting?
That's fine, I just need signatures
Okay.
if you want to.
We'll take care of this, and I don't know how it'll be on down the road. We've got a little money in from tax payments, and you know, I don't know how it's gonna be. Hopefully we can be able to do some things for us, but if we can't, you may have to do it out of your pocket, and then we'll reimburse on down the road.
I spoke with the state attorney, what's his name?
Rich Ornstein.
Rich Ornstein, and he said with money being as tight as it is, he said that he would make a suggestion to you magistrates to use your expense checks that you get every month. If you know there's a conference in that month, to use your expense check to help pay your way to the conferences if you're wanting to go. He said, and it's not, because it's not mandated, it's not, that check is not just for meetings with being on boards, that's not just for going out and checking your roads. He said it can be used as an additional expense if you know you're going on a conference, that you can use that expense check that you get every month toward your bills and things. And he said this is just a suggestion. He said it's just because money is so tight. He said not just for us, but, and he's right. If you watch the news, there's a lot more counties in worse shape than we are. But to keep our head afloat, that was his recommendation.
Well, as we enter into this new governor, I don't know what the process is going to be, and I don't guess anybody knows. But we'll just kind of play it by ear and do our best to get along with them and get what we can out of them. I don't know how it'll be. I do appreciate everybody coming out this morning. It's kind of early to ask you to come, but you'd probably be on the job anyway if you wasn't here at this meeting. But we've had I'm going to say we've had a pretty good year considering the circumstances. And I don't think it can get much worse. I think it can get better as we go along. That's what we're looking for anyway. And like I said earlier in the meeting, the main thing for us to do is to try to take care of our citizens the best that we can. And, you know, whether it be roads or stray dogs or trash or the big building down here on the hill, we need to try to hold together and help one another that we can. And that would be my advice for this coming year. Anything else anybody wants to discuss? Okay. Do I hear a motion that we shut her down?
Oh, yeah.
So moved. Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed likewise. I wish everybody a happy new year.
Yep, you all too.